Hello boys and girls, as you can see from the video, yes, we're still in freeload mode. Welcome guys. Welcome back to my 100% true 100% playthrough of Mario Kart World for Nintendo Switch. Last video we used Suit and tried to get as much stuff as we can. Now we're gonna use Poke. I don't think we've ever used B-Dasher, so we could just go with that, why not? There's a really cool kart in other modes. It's often one of the fastest karts in the whole game. It also doesn't have all of the acceleration in the mode, I'll say that much. Alright, let's do this. Climb onto one crane, then dodge the other, huh? Anyways, I guess I should probably mention why we're even doing this mode. As part of my requirements to get true 100%, we have to get every single secret in the area. Most importantly, in fact, we have to get all 359 or something like that, or 349 P-switches, which is a lot to do. It's all 200 Peach medallions and all 150 question mark block panels. Those are going to take a long time, obviously, to get, because some are really tough to find, and others are just really hard to even know where they are half of the time. We could do this a bit faster by going track to track, but in the end, we're still going to have to go into the open world to find most of these, so a lot of this is just going to be exploring. Hoping for the best. Of course, we're going to keep retrying when we go very far away, because that allows us to more easily figure out where we're going. Alright, so I guess we're in a good spot here. An okay spot at the very least. It says we just have to go underneath this bridge. Yeah, okay, that was very simple. Alright. Okay, this one, from the looks of it, is on top of something. I am trying to now focus on getting some of the Peach medallions first, because some of them could be very tough to get. Oh, it's up top here. Whoa. Interesting secret game. Interesting secret, I'll say that much. Oh, there's two P-switches. No reason not to do them back and forth. We're trying to go in an efficient manner, but we're also doing stuff as we come across them, so we don't have to forget them later. Because we're trying to be as efficient as we can. Simple enough. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely like the fact that they added a lot more enemy variety to the character playlist in in Mario Kart. Certainly helps you out a lot. Oh, right. Yeah, that was a weird pathing. I'm gonna have to restart that. No, what? Maybe it'd be easier if we don't track. Have you ever wondered? It's probably not faster to trick on certain areas, especially if you mess up. Except for getting initial speed in certain areas. And the fact that you get more height off of it. There are certain places where you may not want to trick at all. In this case, I think we do need them, though. See, like, that trick we needed. Wow, we need all... Actually, okay, so we do need all the trick stuff. At least the initial trick dump. Minimum. That's annoying, because I was falling off when I was doing tricks, but now I found out I need to do them. So we just have to do this properly then. Oh, perfect. Okay, well that was a little bit anyway. Let's retry. I thought I would be closer to the side frame, but no. Do we really want to get that beach medallion? It's kind of far out of the way. I need to remember which one this was. Okay, Brookline's on the rooftops, yeah. Definitely that one was done. Again, probably easiest to just press the switch here on purpose, even though we've not. Oh, we have already done it. Alright, perfect. Okay, if we do the sign on the left and then to the right, we could eventually get a fee. So let's go left here. And move around there to avoid that best I could. First looking at this game, not gonna lie, and one of the surprising things about this mode especially was just all the large variety and huge number of P switches you find across this one game, man. Jeez. It's like crazy. Okay. This one I might not take, because it's one that's really close to here. I think this one might just be hidden somewhere that I hadn't gotten yet. Like, maybe here. Some of these I'm trying to find sort of blind, but also not really, because, like, remember, we are using a guide. That's actually why I'm not calling this a blind playthrough. Might be my first time playing the game, but I'm using a guide to help figure out where the heck these are, because otherwise we'd be here forever. Alright, according to this, we have to be lower down, actually. So maybe we'll get some better luck if we go in the water for a bit. One thing I've noticed also is because this is open world, it also sometimes changes from day to night. Oh, this is not the right one. It's a little better to do this than any other one. Just realized we could sort of change our trajectory by flipping in the middle of the air. Feel like we might be strolling. Maybe this will get us back on the next right path. Oh, alright, perfect. We might just find it right here. Yeah, here it is. There we go. Now we found it. Now we get to show off some serious tightrope skills, or by tightrope skills I mean more like biscuit skills. I think a lot of people are gonna make this reference. After all, we are still raid riding. This is nice practice, I guess, for later. Alright, let's try so we get back to standstill position there. Yeah, that's correct. Says you can drop down to the left after doing this one. Like, basically after going up here. Okay, wait, that's the one we already got. That I'm really confused. I think two of them might be the same one. Give it out, or I forgot. Yeah, I think I must have forgotten to take it off. Of course, that setup really will not matter in the long run. In the end, we just need to figure out which stuff we have. And then just kind of go from there. It's not where I want to go. That's like it. Alright. Looks like we found this one. Alright, we found Anton. Perfect. Looks like we're going into this track here. I was supposed to just use this to slash through everything. That was a pretty cool challenge, I will admit. Alright, need to go west. South from here. Which is, like, here, yeah. Alright. Should find another such sooner or later. If not, we could probably go on this to try and find it. Yeah, actually. Oop. Just so you know, I'm not moving the stick half of the time. I think sometimes I feel like my pad gets stuck for a bit. What if we just went around for a bit? Oh, perfect. Okay, this is the one we found. This is the one we needed to find, wherever. Oh, that was fast. Alright, we'll have a better chance of doing stuff faster or more efficient if we start doing the tracks again. So we are now going to start on Toad's area, or Toad's factory rather. So that's gonna be what we look at next. Looks like we can get a bunch of stuff by just going left. Let's get going here. Alright, got for that. Okay, this app is a little confusing. Oh, there we go. Dang, at least it shows us where to go afterwards. I didn't even have to jump for that one. Wow, I just got it. I was intending to do a charge jump there, though. For those of you who don't know what the charge jump is, it's a new mechanic where basically, if you stand still in place and do something like this, you can just jump wherever the heck you want, and it is super useful for getting some of the rated skips, and it can even be used to occasionally, say occasionally in that it's not perfect, but it'll often let you avoid items. Oh, this is a different one. Very different one, but we still need to do it later anyway. The most confusing part, especially when the blue lines are set like this, is just figuring out where the heck they are half of the time. Okay, I think I know what we're supposed to do now. Supposed to take like a zigzag pattern around here. Oh, so much easier done that way. Okay, now we have to quickly go back to the free world map to find where that was. Yeah, okay, we got that. Back to Toad's Factory though. It's found in the upper area. Okay, well, this is one of the tricky parts. So we need to somehow get to the upper foot of the victory, but I've not done that in a while. Oh, okay, well, it's very simple. Keep in mind, this is out of bounds in normal gameplay, so getting to the top floor could be tricky. Sure, we'll get that while we're at it. Then we can mark that off along with the other one whenever we do that later. I guess we're just kind of following this route and going wherever. Oh, here. Yeah, I knew it. That's gotta be where I figured that's gotta be where it would be end up. We got a nice boost to start off too. Sometimes it does feel like you have to drift for a pretty long time in some of these parts. Oop. Long delay, I'll need to get thrown with a big setup at the very end I wasn't ready for. So pretty much just one big long drift. Could probably bump and be perfectly fine. Oh, I think having that boost is not the best. So sometimes I need to like let go of it so it runs out before we go there, or just delay when we flip there. So yeah, in case you haven't noticed, some of the trickier ones, the trickier challenges, that is, for the P-switch challenges, are when you have to ride a rail and then suddenly jump off to the right side at the last possible second. Oh, that one always boosts me, huh? And we always get thrown off afterwards. I don't want to leave, though, so we're gonna set that. Oh, perfect. So yeah, we got a good amount of them already. Alright, if I want a better chance, I better go to back to the start of Toad's Factory again. Okay, we need to somehow get to the top of that crane. Which means probably gonna have to look for a rail and ride it. Find a different way to do that. It's possible just clearing a certain challenge will get us a specific thing we need. After all, that rail does put us right where we need to be. Problem is actually getting up there. Well, we could always just do the mixed track version. Those you don't know, if you Oh, a lot of certain track stuff requires us to. Uh, a lot of collectibles in this mode will often require us to do coins in certain areas. But they can be very hard to do without the right power-ups. However, there is a main way around it. Just realized we can find power-ups here for a while. Just so I can... Wow, that took quite a while to get the feather there. So the reason why we wanted to use the feather is so we can jump up here more safely. You could probably trick jump as well to do that, but there are certain spots where you kind of just have to farm for a feather to get that done. Alright, well, we got that done. I think how they marked this as number 1, meaning this is the first one they found. It's kind of hilarious, because that's definitely not the first one we found, but what can I say? Game's interesting. Okay, we broke those. I'm gonna probably have better chance if I either look on top of these cranes or to the side of them. Or we could just do that. Okay, that did not give us a good look at them. This will probably give us a better set. Give the messy nature of prototype testing. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be random. And some of these we have to hit. Interesting. So that one seems like either a game of avoiding all of the options or just trying to get lucky. Never had to do an RNG one before this, by the way. Oh, okay, let's get this at the very least. Perfect. Okay, this one I need to watch a video for. Some of these are not really obvious where to go. Okay, good. We're back on the main path, actually. This is where we need to be. Oh, it's not what I wanted to do at all, and we have to wait for this anyway. Well, what the frick? Sometimes dealing with this dart jump can be kind of tricky to do. For those of you who don't know, there's no way of getting onto this normally. There we go. So, remember this part, as we're gonna have to do this in the actual main race as a shortcut later. And that's right, currently the only way to get up there safely. Alright, well, we got that Peach Medallion done. Now we just need to figure out where to do the other one. I'm just gonna watch the video, and I think that's probably gonna end up being faster overall most of the time. Oh, that's a sneaky one. So we have to go backwards from the starting line, but wait for this thing to move itself forward. And only then can we grab that and question our panel. Alright, so now we'll mark that as acquired. Keep in mind, a lot of these starting videos are not bad to watch, so I think I should just be watching them. For those of you who don't know, my game code guide doesn't just include normal guides either. It also includes, like, videos on where to actually go to get these, which really helps out a ton, especially when this game is so new, and kind of makes it much easier to figure out where you're supposed to go. Also shows where to go from the start point too. Alright, so we're gonna have to basically just go to where the P-switch was. So we were kind of close already. Just didn't think to go around here. Yeah, we'll do a trick, why not? Try to show off a bit, and that should be Toad's tree already done. At least in the main area. Okay, there is one more switch, though, over here. Special test of skill, huh? Okay, well, first, before we go there... Oh, actually, we do need to go here, but through here... Okay, maybe not that far. Maybe it's underneath here instead. Actually, wait, no, it is underneath the bridge. It just looks weirder. Probably near the edge. Or near the other edge. Okay, well, we'll get stuff done a little bit better if, again, we just start from the starting line and make our way over. Wow, this is pretty far back, actually. Oh yeah, this is definitely not where I expected it to be. Yeah, okay, I was thinking the wrong direction. That's where I problem right there. Alright, now we need to prove ourselves in a special test of skill, number 2. Does that mean there's already a number 1? Wait, what? So what's the number 1 test of skill then? That's the confusing part. Oh. I guess what they mean by that, I mean they're gonna make us do the wall ride again. One thing I noted about trying to do the wall ride is you can do it a lot easier by holding left against the wall you're trying to get. That makes it easier to actually nail it properly. But you're still gonna have to figure out other ways to control your card otherwise. So yeah, this is supposed to be one of the trickier parts here. Especially if you shell at the wall-eyed, this one can be a bit tricky. Basically, the gist of it is we have to make sure we actually nail the trick, for starters. I swear, that's another thing I don't like about this. I swear, it seems like the trick timing on this is way tighter or way later than I expect half of the time. So, time when I go to do it, I do not press the button in time. Okay, now that looked very skillful, if I do say so myself. Only I'd done that sooner. I think the marker on the map was just way off than where the game actually showed it, because the map icon's a little bit confusing. It shows it over. Oh wait, actually. Oh yeah, no wait, we ended here. Oh no wait, we ended in the right spot actually. It just looked like it ended here. When Rousey, yeah, that was the right side. Okay, never mind. This app is very accurate. Forget what I'm trying to say here. Alright. There was one thing off about this, but we also need to do other stuff here. Alright, let's start from the beginning again. Make our way to this. Alright. Alright. We're going the right way now. Remember those note boxes, because we're gonna definitely need to use them later. Alright, here's our map set up now. We're gonna have to go in here for that. Kind of interesting you can move backwards to make cars get out of your way. Alright, got that done. Not gonna lie, doing this in a specific way is helping out a ton. Because then I can just mark it as acquired and then just kind of go from there. Okay, this time I'm gonna use my own map icon to this. For those of you who don't know, yes, you don't have to use... If you're on the game code guide, although they do give you a written guide on how to get everywhere, if you zoom in well enough, you can also try to make yourself go to wherever you are in relation to where you think the collectible is going to be, and then just kind of area until you figure out. Of course, it can be a bit trickier to do in person, especially considering you might not know where it is. So, I mean, yeah, it can be helpful. There are some that are easy enough to just do on their own if you know what you're doing. go on the other side of this ladder. Well, since we don't have a good path, we're gonna have to go around the very back here to try and find the C-set here. Honestly, I think I'll be more consistent at this if I just follow the path, but can you do sometimes? Okay, perfect. This is the correct one. We might actually be able to abuse this to use this part of the challenge driver actually to maybe get the secret. Maybe we'll get the doing it this way. Or we could also just get plopped onto the main road, I guess. No, we'll get a better look at it if we just ride the rail casually and just kind of look from here. Alright, this will give us a better look at if there's a coin up here or not. So we're basically just doing this twice. Once to actually get the challenge done, and once more to actually get a good look at whether or not there's a coin up here or not. Yes, exploring all these main roads and just driving around, this is how you're supposed to do this mode blind. Not really much I could say about it. Okay, well, we got that done, but we couldn't find the other setup, so we'll have to, once again, start from scratch here. This is a longer one, from the looks of it. To be fair, some paths are very unclear. They don't really give you like, it looks like this one's actually on top of a crane. Okay, I'm trying to look at the guide, but also look at my character this time at the same time to see if that goes by a bit faster. Oh wow, you have to go... So I was sort of right. You do have to go up here. I just couldn't be made aware of what you're supposed to do after that. Does look kind of weird. Looks like we're just driving for a bit. Oh, I like that. It stops to see, oh, there's a crane over there. Then it actually turns back around. Heck, well... Yeah, see, like, we could see it over there now. So that's actually the crane we need to get to. I just realized this is an RNG car setup. If you're wondering why this is actually an RNG setup, even though it may not feel like it, well, that's because... So, you guys probably already know about the car system, right? And how these cars each do different various things. Well, this is sort of an RNG or waiting car one. Basically, we cannot do this one. We cannot do this one at all at the start of the battle. The only way to get this to work is we need to basically wait until a car with a glider ramp comes up. So if we mess this one up, we may be redoing it for quite a bit, but we keep in mind we also have backwards motion. But basically, I'm gonna pause the video because I can't even do this part until a glider ramp comes up. Sometimes you'll get this right away. Other times you just won't see the glider ramp appear at all. There might be a statement point you can do to make this a bit easier, but otherwise we just kind of have to wait. Because randomly in one of these areas, a glider ramp will show up, and if we want to get the consistent pattern down, to wait until it's on the rightmost side of the map. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to do anything. So, yeah, if you're wondering why I'm just sitting here, well, now you know. There's some RNG coins in here as well. Sheesh. Is this game confusing and frustrating or what? I'll just be right back when I get the card to sign in. Alright, guys. Guess what? There it is, right there. Let's take this guy around and hope for the best. Good thing we can retry this over and over again. Alright. Well, that was one of the more tedious peach battles in the entire game. Hopefully we don't have to deal with any of those again. I wonder why nobody wanted to grab this one. Ugh, it was like really all the way out of the way. Okay. According to our set, we have to go more near the water. Huh? I saw him glow for a second. Oh, okay, it's still a little ways to go. Oh, it's underneath something. Whoa. Let's not do that. It's underneath one of these. Yeah, that must be it. Perfect. Okay, we got it. Now we can just probably go west from here and do stuff. Maybe not there. Yeah, and some of these might require us to find a glider ramp car again if we want to get a chance of finding this more easily. At least in this case, we'd be able to just take whichever one. Okay, maybe that one's a little too far away for my liking. We're gonna have to find a better position for one. Also, even better, we could just look at... Oh, it's underneath this, actually. Alright, I'm gonna look at this. Oh, I see. I think I was going the right way. It was just that I wasn't far enough over. Yeah, I can see it now. So you probably don't notice, but if you look closer at the map, you'll see this little dropway point here. I thought it was further back, and that's what got me confused. But we got that. Dude, we're getting a lot of the coin stuff. Now we just need to make sure and get the other stuff done. Well, that worked out well, I guess, but it's time again. Alright, looking at our progression now, we definitely upgraded it quite a bit this time. We got 48 P-switches, 20 of the 150 question mark bot panels, and at least 1/10 of the peach coins, which are going to be the hardest to get by far. Well, that's going to be the end of this episode, though. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video where we continue, well, what else? Trying to get all the stuff done here. This is a big part of the game. It's 100%, so we're going to be doing this a lot. Thank gosh for this guide, otherwise I would be lost right about now. Until then, though, see you guys in the next video. Until then, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.